Yeah, I think that works.
Okay, great. So now Heather's the presenter, and I think, oh, I'm just noticing that Janice has her hand raised. Okay, so let's see. Janice is able to see and hear us, but is not able to join us. Let's address that right after Heather's presentation, and then Janice, in the meantime, you can do questions via the same way that you just did that. Okay, so Heather, why don't you take it away for a few minutes, and then we'll get on to discussions and housekeeping.
Okay, so right now we have sort of the beta site up and running. And I'm just going to walk you through a quick overview of last week. If you look up our meeting from last week, it was on the 1st, I walked another group through actually using the tool. So if you want to learn more, go to the website. There's already videos on it.
Let me interrupt for just a second. Heather, on my end, it's really quiet. I don't know. Is anybody else having trouble hearing Heather?
It's the same here. It's kind of quiet.
Okay.
All right. Am I louder now?
Yeah, that's much better. Thanks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So this is what you're greeted with if you get to our site. This is sort of the base page. And when you first enter the site, you don't see everything. You have to actually log in to see the community pages. The main pages go over the basics of what we're trying to do, where we're trying to go with it, sort of how we're working online together. And you don't actually have to log in and join the community at this time to download sort of the prototype tools. After you log in, there's a lot more information. This is sort of your community portal page where we'll post updates of what's going on with the larger community. I've added sort of news pages for other teams, and the idea here is that the space is open for people to collaborate on as they need. So with the basic website, most other sites have just the forum function, so you can forum and chat. And right now, that's basically the main part that we're using, but we already have a couple teams that have formed. Let's take you to this page. This is one of the teams. So if you have a few people together that want to collaborate on some specific goal, and you're active and you want your own space, this portal allows you to create your own web space, and then you can edit and add pages and share information as you like, sort of in a more concentrated fashion. So it adds functionality where the web right now is sort of limited. And the goal is to sort of, in my personal view, is move things out of the mailbox in your email box and put them in spaces where they're with like other items. So if you're collaborating on a thing, you're usually working with more than one people, and rather than send an email to 20 people and ask for feedback, you've got a space online where you can work on things. And it's a wiki, so it's like Wikipedia, and anybody who's part of a team can edit a team page, and anybody can edit and add things or news to the main pages. Other functionality that's kind of cool is you can always track what's happened most recently from the dashboard. And you'll have a breadcrumb which shows you where you are on the site, and the base is always the dashboard. And the dashboard will tell you what's been happening most recently. So you can favorite spaces, so you just have a shorter list, and you'll see that if you look at all of the spaces created already, there's already a huge list. So you'll probably have your set of favorites. I just have 3 that I mainly go to. And this allows me to see everything that's been happening in the spaces that I want to track. And it's set up on the basis where everything that you want to see first, you should be able to see that first. So maybe I don't care about favorite spaces, but I have a couple favorite pages. I already have a page that, it's ugly, but where I'm testing code and things. So if I ever want to get to this page, I can use the dashboard to get there. So it's set up where you have your own controls, and you can create pages, edit pages as groups, have online discussions. I'll go back to the community portal. In the community area, as I said, right now, the main use has been in the forum, which is kind of standard for the web today. Anybody who's joined the community can add a topic, and then anybody in the community can comment and add to the discussion. And if you're interested in tracking discussions, if you've made a comment, the site allows you to watch watching spaces or favorite a page, as I did on the dashboard. This will end up on your dashboard if you favorite the page. Watching spaces allows you to get emails of only the things that you want rather than the entire site feed. I think that's pretty much the basics. And my hope is that it'll get more and more useful so people can really collaborate online. And having worked in Mongolia, our email was, well, internet, telephones, electricity was in and out. So this is a place where your stuff is pretty secure. Every time you edit a page, everything is saved. So we've got archives of every edit on this site. So it's a really nice place to collaborate and a safe place, and you're able to see edits and changes to pages. So you don't have to be online all the time. And you can add when you want to add. So if we have a large community and a lot of people are adding, they don't all have to be on a call like this at the same time. They can be sort of like me, working in the middle of the night, and add to the discussion and development.
Can I ask a question real quick? So is the whole site basically cached on your local machine if you are traveling?
We are paying, no, we're paying for hosting, so you have to be online to view the site. It does have a checkout ability, so if you're working with an attached document to a page, you can check the document out and work on it and then post it back up. And if you keep documents the same name, it'll save all the versions and organize them if you post them to the same page. So you can have all your versions. So two people
Heather,
can be working.
how about if you copy the link for that latest mission discussion and paste it into the chat dialog, and then everybody can copy and paste that URL into their browser rather than us following up via email, so people can follow up right after this call.
I don't understand.
So why don't you just go ahead and just go to search and search for mission. And
well, I'm going to add that right now this is a Go committee meeting, and this is a team, so teams and committees are on the teams page if you're ever trying to find it.
right.
So the oversight groups are here. We've got the Go group, which is the general oversight that's going to help, lead this. And then I would love help on the website. I am actually an ecologist, botanist person, so all of this developing web, it's not really my profession. So I would love any help. Sometimes I do stupid things and find out later. So if you know more, please insert your opinions and input. So I want to just invite people, if you do know something or you have ideas about how to better organize space, to join the Web Oversight Committee. And this is the area where we're talking about adding additional functionality. Last week it was mentioned that, if you're working with a group and you're using SharePoint, you don't want to move all your information. So I've been trying to research connecting the two systems. So it's pretty good software that allows you to bring in other networks. So you wanted me to go to the Go committee?
Well, yeah, I think it's time that we should probably start. Yeah, we should definitely start wrapping things up, and I want to make sure that we're finished by 10 for people that need to leave at 10 exactly. One of the things I want us to be able to do is give everybody the URL how to get into here right now. Chris's question was, and that this is not just cached on your machine. That we got this is live.
No, this is live, and the host is hosting it.
Yeah,
so.
If you can just go ahead and paste one of the URLs into your browser, maybe even just the public web space, and then possibly also the mission discussion. And then people can paste those into a separate tab on their browser for when this meeting is over, and they can join us online. So as far as wrapping things up right now, I think that let's go ahead and continue the discussion online over the course of the next month and onwards. I think it would be great if people were interested in going ahead and populating their profile as a user and just joining us on the Go committee. And if you're interested in joining the Webo committee, that would be great too. And I'm proposing that since we are in first year, and since this, getting this publication out is by far, it's really important to get that done before we can really ramp up into second year and beyond. I'm actually proposing that we meet 2 months from now online. I mean, as a web call, but we could discuss that later. I think what we should do is for sure book in the 2 time slots, one month from now, one 2 months from now, and then if we want to do it just the one month from now, just be something where we just are all online working at the same time and have the phone line open and can be working silently or can ask questions. That's what I'm proposing for that. And so we'll set those dates at about 9:58. But now I want to open things up for comments from everybody, and also to briefly mention that Christina Cairns has also been able to join us. And she works locally here with NOAA and also might be a great asset for the team if she chooses to join. All right, so comments, reactions, thoughts?
John, I want to just interject one more thing. You're asking me to paste it into the chat window for
Yeah.
I can't do that as a presenter for some reason. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's not. So you should do that because I have limited functionality.
Okay, sounds good. I'll do that while we're talking.
And if you're looking at it, it's just the blue part. If you copy that and then create a user, then you can see everything in the portal. Before that, you're not going to see anything in the portal. It'll give you a sign-up screen.
Okay. Well, I'll make myself the presenter and go ahead and do that. Any thoughts, reactions?
Well, I guess I was asking that question earlier about, since you brought it up, that you can be in a disconnected space, say out in the field somewhere, and still add to this. And I guess that prompted me to ask whether or not this site is cached on your computer if you are offline. So I get.
No, it would be the documents. It would be the documents that you're working with that you might pass back and forth to the site.
Oh, okay.
Or there actually is functionality to have it on your phone if you have a smartphone. And I've messed around with it on an iPad. It works beautifully. So it's you can use it on a lot of devices.
Okay.
It doesn't rely on Flash, although I had some issues watching some of the videos. I think our Flash, it depends on how people upload them. But mostly it's not using Flash, and it's spitting out essentially an RSS feed, I think. So it can be viewed on a lot of devices.